Hey everyone, how's it going? It's RzoR Bruce here today, bringing you guys some more amazing Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay. Today we have a solo double KEM strike using the Golden Honey Badger on the map Sovereign. Game mode is Domination and the console is the Xbox 360. This gameplay goes all credits to RzoR for getting this, so good job on getting it. And his first KEM strike was achieved in 2 minutes 22 seconds, and his second KEM strike was achieved in 3 minutes and 26 seconds. So pretty good gameplay here, so I hope you guys enjoy in the background. But as for me, I'm a new commentator to this channel, and I've been doing YouTube for about 9 months prior to this. My channel should be linked in the description below. It's SuperBruce53 is my account. And over the last 9 months, I've gained about 700 subscribers, so I've done pretty well. What I upload on my channel mainly is things like live commentaries, some solo KEM strikes, things like that. But anyways, that's not the point of this commentary, guys, so I'm going to jump right into my topic for today. Today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on how to do well in game modes like Domination, and how to even get a solo KEM strike, because I've done it plenty of times myself before in the past. So let's get right on into it. Now for Domination, guys, you don't always have to be running in a huge party to do well. In order to get a KEM strike, I don't think it's all about being really good at confrontations or gunfights. What it really is about, I feel, is just being good with your map awareness. The more map awareness you guys have, the better you're going to be. You got to take it this way. You want to avoid as many gunfights as you can. The more gunfights you're in, the higher chance that you're not going to be getting that KEM strike. So what you want to do is, instead of confronting all enemies in head-on-head gunfights, you want to try taking a little bit of a route around them maybe, try flanking, be tactical about it. Use your mini-map to your advantage. It's there for a reason. Don't ignore it. Don't just be ignorant and just rush everybody, unless you're really going for a rushy KEM strike. But you don't want to put yourself in so many dangerous situations, because the more gunfights you get in, the more times you're going to get fired at, and the more times you get fired at, the more times you're going to die. So you want to try to avoid gunfights as much as you can, and just take people from the side or unexpectedly. That's the way to go. Also, using silencers on your gun playing solo is not a half bad idea. Of course, the Honey Badger does have a built-in suppressor, which is always really nice for getting KEM strikes. Now, for those players who are not the best, who I would say usually would never say, oh, I can never get a KEM strike. It's not that you can't get a KEM strike, it's just you have to play smart. If you want to go for a solo KEM, it's highly advisable that you either run support for yourself or use the Specialist Strike Package. Specialist Strike Package really does end up helping you out a lot, especially when you're playing solo, because you get a lot of extra perks. Using things like Off the Grid and just other perks that help you keep stealthy, like Takedown, those perks increase your chances of survival by a lot. Takedown pretty much really helps you out, because when you're using a suppressed gun and you kill somebody with the perk Takedown on, the enemy team cannot see where that person was killed, so all they'll see is a kill feed with somebody dying on it. So when that happens, they have no idea where you could possibly be. So the more stealth perks you have on that specialist bonus means you're going to be undetected and nobody's going to know really where you're coming from unless they watch the kill cam. Now as for Domination, you don't really want to be switching spawns too much. You want to try to lock down a certain area and just stay around it, and just make sure that people just don't escape a certain flag. You want to get a double cap going for a game like Domination, and you just kind of want to sit back outside of their spawn system and just trap them and make sure they cannot leave their spawn and get to the rest of the map. Because when they start getting to the rest of the map, that's when you start getting shot in the back, and that's when it causes death, and that can really be troublesome. So you got to try keeping them to one side of the map in Domination, especially to try getting a KEM strike, as you'll see in this gameplay. Does not switch spawns too much, and that is the key to doing well in Domination. Now as for the guns that you use, you got to be selective with what guns you use on what maps. On a map like Sovereign, there is some longer corridors, so the Honey Badger would be a preferable option for any type of assault rifle, LMG, whatever your preferences are. Maybe an SMG would not be the best option on certain maps for you. Maybe they would be good options on other maps like Strike Zone, for example. On a game mode like Domination and a map like Sovereign, Honey Badger is not a bad option, simply because there's longer ranges of battle. There's huge corridors in it, so you're going to need a gun that can compete with other guns at longer range, like sniper rifles, LMGs, things like that. So don't use ridiculous guns on certain maps that are going to, you know, just get you outmatched by a better gun for that type of map, because as you'll see, that will happen quite a lot. You got to be smart about it. But anyways, guys, the gameplay is coming to just about an end. So these tips are, you know, pretty good if you want to try getting a solo chem strike. I've gotten plenty myself. You probably will be seeing some sort of gameplay in the near future from me on the channel possibly. But you gotta remember, main things to remember here, guys, is that you have to have good map awareness. If you have good map awareness, guys, you don't even have to be the best Call of Duty player. Use your map efficiently. Make sure that you try sneaking up on players and getting the upper hand on them. Vantage points. Try using as many good window spots that you can. And just make sure that you put yourself in a better situation than your opposition. If you are just going on even ground against your opponents, guys, odds are you're going to die along that 25 gun streak. So you got to try limiting the amount of options that you have to die. And that is ultimately the way to get a solo chem strike, even if you're not the best player. If you're a great player, that's fine. But if you are just trying to get a chem strike, that is definitely the way to do it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next commentary. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys later.
Friendly chem strike incoming.